What's going on? You guys are tuned into Forbidden Tuesdays every Tuesday night at 8 o'clock with your girls, Forbidden Gems. The music is so smooth in the background.
I haven't even like.
I almost had an accent come out.
I don't smoke or anything, but I just feel like, you know what I mean? Like I'm just feeling. This is Jen on the mic.
You got Miriam on the mic, the one that doesn't lie about smoking.
I'm not lying.
Hi, Jen.
What's going on? This is like John right now. This is John.
Oh, you're typically John. You didn't take your Adam's apple out tonight?
You are such a hater. It's because I'm a little sick today.
You sound like a man.
Yeah.
My co-host tonight, John.
At least it's a sexy deep voice. It's so sexy. I'll be getting calls from both males and females tonight.
Don't you typically?
Not really, actually.
Okay, my bad. So what's going on?
A
How are you
lot.
besides being diseased and sick and stuff like that?
I'm doing all right. No, everything's cool. I'm a little surprised. A lot happened this weekend. A lot, which is
some
really,
sad
really
stuff, some
sad.
funny stuff,
And
some
so-
interesting stuff.
Let's see. Let's fill people in. What's the deal?
Well, I was great this weekend.
Yeah,
My
I
weekend
mean,
was
nobody cares
fabulous.
about you though.
I got a lot done.
Chains, nobody
I
cares.
got a lot done.
Oh Lord, she got some this weekend. That's what happens. That's what that means.
No.
Yeah, that's why you're all extra excited and stuff. I see you with the heart on your sweater and
First
shit.
of all, I need you to stop dressing like me.
I'm just
You
saying.
come in here with matching outfits
Yo,
every
I'm sick.
Tuesday.
I have to wear a sweater. I'm sick.
Okay.
I don't know why you have a
rules
heart
and
though.
regulations
You
and
don't
shit.
see mine.
Cause I'm in love, girl.
Exactly. She got some this weekend. That must have been
I
that good, huh?
didn't. I
Okay,
wish.
cool.
Shit. It's been a
Alright.
minute. My wish list. Okay, so this weekend we're gonna start with the sad stuff first and get that out of the way.
Mr. Paul Walker.
The fine, sexy, fine wine, beautiful, talented, sweetheart Paul Walker passes away in a tragic car accident.
I could not believe how that happened. And it's just a really, I'm still in disbelief right now.
It's a very sad situation. The video is sad to watch. His daughter's reaction to it is very, very sad. His father's reaction to it is, everyone's reaction to it is really, really sad. But I think the one that touched me the most was actually Tyrese's.
Mm-hmm.
And you guys know I hate Tyrese, right?
Mm-hmm.
But Tyrese went out to, the site wherever it happened, and he actually really broke down and cried and walked around the area, and then he left taking a piece of the scene with him. It kind of like when he posted it looked like a burned seatbelt piece that had just flew out.
Yeah.
So he took it with him, and he said Paul Walker's soul is still attached to that. So he left with that, and then Vin Diesel showed up out there too and spoke. And Flo Rida actually dedicated something to him at his concert in Dallas last night.
Oh.
So there's a lot of people showing Paul Walker love. Paul Walker was a very, very good guy.
He was very down to earth and very, very just from people, talking about him, just a very normal, cool person, not cocky.
Well,
or
I've dealt with
anything
him
like that.
because of,
Yeah.
our other job.
Yeah.
And he's actually a complete sweetheart. So that's really, really sad to see him go in such a tragic way.
All right. Well, R.I.P. Mr. Walker.
R.I.P.
All right. So what's going
Okay.
on with Charlie Sheen?
So Charlie Sheen, Charlie Sheen makes me laugh. So Charlie Sheen used to have something called the Angels, right? Which were the 3 porn stars he was dating at the same time.
That looked like they were 12 years old.
They possibly were.
It was like they looked like underage and it was just an inappropriate
So, he used to be in love with them. They used to be on yachts and boats and all that stuff. Happily, all 4 of them together. But now, Charlie Sheen is wishing death upon his former angels, claiming they scammed him out of some serious cash. And now he wants to, and I quote, for them to fatally choke on a Vaughn's can of pressed turkey.
I love Charlie Sheen so much. And the funny thing is that this man is so rich. It's like ridiculous. This man
he
is
covered
wealthy.
Lindsay
there's
Lohan's debt.
It's not rich. He's wealthy and he's still making so much more money. And he's actually a very generous person. He
Yes.
really, really is. Like when he has parties, even with his show and stuff that goes on, he'll have like everything set out for them, like concierge, massage. Like it's like top of the notch. Like
Not only that,
and goes
but
extra and is very generous man.
he also covered Lindsay Lohan's back taxes that she
course.
almost went to jail for.
Yeah. And he's like,
she
all I
didn't
wanted was
extend
a
out.
thank you.
And she didn't extend it out. She said, "I didn't ask for the money."
So, that must be serious. I don't know, but that's really funny.
So yeah, he, for instead of a happy Thanksgiving, they got "I hope you choke" on a Vaughn's can of pressed turkey.
That's really funny. Okay. And then we have, I guess, the whole situation with Evelyn Lozada from Basketball Wives, in case you guys cared. I didn't even know she was pregnant. So how old is she? How old is this woman?
I don't
She's
know.
like,
Old.
anyway, so she's older, and then she's pregnant, and she is excited. And Chad is not the father, so don't start.
But he's happy for her. Chad went on to comment and say, "Good for her. I'm gonna buy her the baby something real nice."
Oh my God, this man, and he has like no shame
He just wants to
whatsoever.
buy the baby something real nice.
After
What's
the
wrong with that?
drama. Which is, it's so interesting. Speaking of Evelyn Lozada, because like I actually just recently heard an interview with Sway, just recently, and then he said that, or she said that she was never gonna promote or broadcast any of her future relationships, especially the one that she's in right now with her baby daddy or whatever, because of the fact that because of what happened before. So that's gonna tie in with our hot topic later on, but we'll go back to that.
Okay, so it's almost 2014.
Mm-hmm.
Side chicks are still winning.
Mm-hmm.
You want to know why?
Why?
Okay, let me tell you why. So Diddy has a big family,
Yes.
multiple children, multiple baby mamas. Do you know where he was for Thanksgiving?
He was
With the side chick. He spent it
Well-
with Cassie and her family.
Well, they're married. They're about to get
not
married. She's engaged.
They're not engaged.
They're not engaged.
That's a you have great sex ring.
No, that's not an engagement ring. I thought they were
No,
engaged.
that's a you got great vagina ring.
Oh my gosh, that's really crazy. I really thought they were engaged.
No, they're not. It's just kind of like a you got great vagina ring.
That is so crazy. Well, yeah. So like that's that. I guess.
Okay, so the last breaking news of the night.
What is it? I know. Where's like
Can I
the
get a
drum
drum
roll,
roll?
please? Drum roll.
Hi, Dane. Our engineer is not in the room. Okay, so Chris Brown, 3 hours ago, is being sued by. You guys remember the big fight that happened where Frank Ocean's people and Chris Brown got into a big fight
Yes,
outside
they were
of a
in
studio?
like the studio, and it was like
Okay,
a
cool.
parking lot situation where like that's my parking lot. And Frank
Okay, I
Ocean
just
was like,
asked if you
"No."
knew about it. I didn't ask you for the
I'm feeling
rundown.
people in that don't know.
Okay.
Confused faces out there. They had like a whole thing, and then Frank Ocean went out there on Twitter, and that's the only reason
Just
why
let me
I
know when
found
you're
out.
done.
Only because I like Frank Ocean too.
He's not worried about you. You don't
I
have a
know,
penis.
but I like him. I'm just saying.
Okay, so Chris Brown is being sued by Frank Ocean's cousin for $3 million for the ass beating that Chris Brown gave him. Frank Ocean's cousin, Shakir Duarte, says he needs $3 million plus for his pain, suffering, and emotional distress, plus an additional $60,000 for medical expenses. So he's asking for over $3 million. Chris Brown has filed a counter lawsuit accusing him of provoking the fight and attacking first.
I don't know. That's gonna be fun.
It's going to be interesting.
That's fun.
Chris
I
Brown's
guess.
probably going to lose that.
I don't know. Chris Brown's been getting away with a lot. Remember, like that one incident that apparently happened at a club, and then they claimed that there were no cameras around, so then he got away with it.
The thing with Drake with the bottles across the head.
Well, there was a different one. This was like a recent one out here in Hollywood, and then
Light-skinned
somebody was
men are always
suing
angry.
them.
Hyundai. Okay, so we're gonna take. Well, wait. Tonight, what do we have going on tonight?
We have the lovely
Miriam.
Mickey.
Oh, sorry.
Can you turn your mic off? It's over for her. It's over. We're just gonna do it. Just gonna be me and Mickey tonight. The lovely Mickey Taylor,
No!
talented. She's really great. We're really happy to have her back.
I'm always here. Every Tuesday.
Every time that Mickey comes, every time that she comes, are you gonna turn her mic off? Every time that Mickey comes, I always feel like girl power. Oh, her mic is really off right now. I'm so excited. So this is a Jen show. Woo! Turn up. We're about to go on a quick break.
Okay, I saw how dull that was when it was just Jen Wright. Okay, cool. So we're about to go on a quick break, and when we come back, we got more with Forbidden Tuesdays every Tuesday night at 8 o'clock with your girls.
Forbidden Jam.
Hello.
Show how hard they is. Ignorant. Oh, fool, shut up. You be doing that shit too.
I won't deny myself a feeling how I feel. And I can't deny myself for something truly real. You never know, you never know, you never know, you never know, you never know. I won't disguise myself as someone that I'm not. alone together. It's truly not complicated. All of us are all the same. I've tiptoed in many gardens and jealousies that claim to fame. You gotta know, it's better, yo. Plenty more. You gotta know, take it slow. Take me away, so far away. I wanna be alone together. So take me away, my darling. You have entered Half Baked. Welcome. Turn the oven down. Put the green in the bowl. And let it out. Enjoy.
Grand scheme of things, we never supposed to have shit. Born to lose. Built to win. For long. Let's get it in. Look, we ain't supposed to never had nothing. We ain't supposed to never had shit. See the growth of my rhymes then. You see my focus ain't on now. Nah. At the top it's just us. Right? Let's get it. Okay, PRP to some ducks you ain't on. Givenchy but no killed me or more. We can't leave for we left the allure. Hold mine down and stay above what you on. I'm a peas and a blind. Scorpio freaks, quantity Gemini. Woo, I'ma need me a light. Riding through the cap skis on the mind. Though I ain't knowing but I wish I did. Each one teach one, made a youth live. On that joy bad, please on your head. Lost one last summer, living ain't fair. Whether niggas care, we forever here. Hate to see you smile, money everywhere. Dream killers out, I see them in the red. Before I put them in a song, put them in a prayer. Amen. Cause we ain't supposed to never had shit. Yeah. We ain't supposed to never, nah. We ain't supposed to never had nothing. We ain't supposed to never had shit. See that growth of my rhyme then. See my focus ain't on them.
And we are back, Forbidden Tuesdays, every Tuesday night at 8 p.m. with your girls.
Forbidden Jam.
We have the lovely and the beautiful and the...
Miriam.
Oh, gosh. Can we turn her mic off every time this happens, Zane? This should be like an automatic thing. Anyway, we have the lovely Mickey Taylor on the mic here with us. Welcome back.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Hi,
course.
Mickey.
Hello.
How are you doing?
Fantastic. How are
You
you?
look fantastic. I'm amazing.
Thank you.
All
As
the
do you. I
time.
love the heart. We all need the love. Right?
I'm saying.
Spread some love.
Yes.
No, don't egg her on.
You're a
Don't
hater.
do it.
Hater.
My John voice is coming on right now.
So you sound like a man. Keep aiming.
My John voice was like coming up for a little bit. But anyway, if you can, I guess, introduce yourself to everybody that doesn't know Mickey Taylor.
Even though you walked in here and everyone was like, oh, I know her.
Oh, Mickey, how are you doing?
People was throwing panties and stuff at her.
Hey. Yes. My name is Mickey Taylor. I am from the Inland Empire, California. I've been doing music for about 7 years now. 2 of them have been like the Los Angeles, Long Beach scene. I just recently moved out of there, moving back into the Inland Empire fairly soon. So we're going to start doing the commute, going back and forth. I do music, man. I live life and I write songs about it. So that's what I do.
Love it. Okay, so you recently, well, we initially had you on before, which was High Grade, right? Your previous project, and then now it would be Half Baked, right?
Mhm. Yeah, Half Baked came out right after I was here last. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And so yeah, we listened to it. And, like we've always said, we always liked your music from the get go. So what I liked about this one specifically, I feel that it was more like an experience that you were giving us. So as soon as like the music starts and everything, I literally went into like a world. It almost felt like a Alice in Wonderland. Like, you know, everything was very visual in my head. You know, that I could almost even see
Girl,
like
you
the
were just
music. It
smoking
was
some
really
good
crazy.
stuff.
You know, I thought so, and I don't, and that's what I'm saying. Maybe it was. Maybe it was.
Alice in Wonderland. I'm like, all right.
It was like,
Great.
No,
Who
but
is
you
your
know what I
wingman?
mean? Like it felt very like that. So I don't know if that's what you were looking for or what is your purpose, I guess.
Yeah, when we kind of constructed this project, we were kind of looking for it to be like an old school mixtape from the 90s where you kind of pop it in. It has an intro, interlude, and all the songs kind of make sense. Just like a really cool house party. Not necessarily a house party where you're going to be turning up, but maybe one where you're going to be rolling up some good and kind of kicking it and having good vibes. I really enjoyed the project. I went through a lot of stuff while I was recording the project, recording it in closets and random studios and stuff like that. So I was just happy that we actually were able to get it out.
That's really dope.
Nice.
No, that was a really that was one of the clearest answers I've ever heard ever.
She's been practicing this shit on the
She
fucking
really has.
traffic
She
from
already
IE
knew.
over here. I know what they gonna ask me.
Okay, so one of the songs that I actually kind of liked, and I'm not sure a lot of people would probably, take into this, but I feel like people can somewhat relate because we live in a world right now where there's just so much going on, where people aren't even necessarily focused on one thing, like you kind of like a little bit of everything, or just kind of have this whole YOLO mentality, right? So the song that I'm speaking of is No Meaning. And there's this one, I guess, like lyric or whatever that you say. It says, I've fallen into a life that has no meaning. And it says, trouble comes, trouble goes, money comes, money goes. So what did that mean? What did that mean to you? Or what was?
That was basically what I was going through since I had moved to Los Angeles. That song in particular was just, I had a really bad day. I was going through a lot. And yeah, money comes, money goes. My troubles came, my troubles went. I definitely felt like me coming from the Inland Empire, moving out here, there were a lot of things about myself that I wouldn't necessarily have done, but because I was in LA and because I was in Long Beach and then the music thing, you have to kind of compromise certain things, and that's what I felt like. That's what that means. Like, I fell into lives that had no meaning. I wouldn't necessarily have been in certain relationships if I wouldn't have met that person being in the studio till 3 a.m, you know what I mean? Or out in public at certain clubs that I don't even listen to that music, but I'm there because I'm working, you know? And you just fall into that trap. It's really easy. You lose yourself. You lose part of who you were when you first came out here and when you first started doing music. So
I really like that, and it's crazy because that's exactly what I kind of thought about. Even, like just personally, just kind of going through your things. Like I said, you can lose focus, in what you're doing.
So do you think it's really hard to
Yeah.
remain yourself in LA?
yeah, it is. I mean, for me personally, not now anymore. I think I can handle it because I've gone through it for 2 years. But first coming out here was a culture shock. I'm the oldest of 5. My dad is all girls. We were not really ever out here without him. And usually we're at a family function or a mall or something. You know what I mean? I didn't know anything about LA or how anything interacted or how people spoke. It's a totally different language. It's a totally different lifestyle. And yeah, I definitely felt like I got lost in it. I lost who I was. I was clubbing and doing things I was being out I wouldn't be there. I would wearing clothes that I knew didn't fit me, but I was wearing them because it was on and I'm trying to be on. So I got hyped in that idea of what it was. And I'm
So
back.
what do you think was that moment that made you take a step back and be like, wait up, hold on, this isn't me. Let me get Mickey Taylor back.
I went home to go visit my family or whatever, and I have a little brother on my mom's side, and me and him were just chatting it up. He's 12. At the time, he was 11, right before he was turning 12, and I was asking him, do you feel older? Do you feel like you're going through anything? Da-da-da-da. And he's like, no, it's just another age. I don't know. I'm just living. And I'm sitting here you're 11 years old, and you already have the mentality of I'm just living. And I'm sitting here and all this, I have my naff on and hats and stuff, and he's just looking at me like, I don't even recognize you as my sister, but what are you living,
Right.
And that's kind of where it clicked for me. Yeah, you need to kind of chill yourself and step back, because I was just so focused on fitting in because I never fit in that I lost why I never fit in. And now it's okay, I know why I don't fit in. I'm not supposed to.
I know. Actually, that's one thing that attracted me to you, and not in a, no homo, as they say. But I think that you just have that thing of, you don't fit in, and, that's what people are attracted to, I think. Even when your music, you kind of talk about it there. Another song that I want to talk about, Facts of Life. Okay, and you kind of talk about it. I think that what I took of it was the lack of monogamy in relationships. Now that we're going into this love, but anyway, lack of monogamy, and you speak about it in more a third person way. So was that speaking about yourself, and then you just kind of
oh my god, yeah. Like I said, I went through a relationship that I wouldn't necessarily have been in, and I was dealing with some stuff I wouldn't necessarily have been in. And back to that side chick comment, that's what the 1 and the 2 mean. It's just like you order a burger and fries, you order number 1 or number 2. That's basically what happens with men or women in general when they're not monogamous. You have a number 1 and then you have a number 2, and that's just the facts of life. So toughen up and decide if you're going to be that 1 or that 2, or just decide I'm not going to be either one and make that person change for you. And where I was coming from in that song.
I really like it a lot. That was like one of, because we're actually having this conversation when I was on my way over here about the fact that there's no such thing as like monogamy anymore, and people
And it
lost those
sucks.
values, and it kind of like discourages, us or young women, to be in relationships and be serious about it.
Yeah, because I mean, I look at, if you think about back in the 50s, 60s, 70s, women that were in their 20s, and they didn't have kids, it was like, why? You're supposed to already be where you're supposed to be at. But at this
Exactly.
point in time in our lives where it's the norm for us to be so independent and we've been doing it for so long, boop, 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 that we're supposed to be commodities in a sense. But now it's like, you crazy, huh? Like, you don't have no kids, you don't have no, what's wrong with you? Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so it's just like, why does it have to be that way? It could just, we're all the same. Like, women,
Yeah.
like, if I like you, I like you, I don't. And we keep it moving.
Exactly.
Number one or number two.
Okay, but listen to this. So you talk about that, and then there's this other song, French in Hell. So that one, you are talking, I'm assuming it's this guy, right? I'm telling you.
Good assumption.
It's like a movie that I was like literally, anyway, but yeah, so you kind of get turned off, or you say how you get turned off when he says, I love you. Like, first you're like, okay, I'm chilling and all this stuff, and then it almost kind of, the perception I took was that you're like this tough person, and I guess my question to you was, like, how do you feel about love in general? And do you think that you say or get turned off because you're afraid of falling into it, or?
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, I think that now at 25, being not in denial with myself, I can just honestly say that I'm conflicted about love. You know what I mean? You go from being in it so tough, so heavy, and this is what it is, and this is what I'm in love, to crushed, heartbroken, completely like dead for. Where is that balance? Like, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that balance. If I'm supposed to be in love right now with where my career is going, with school, with everything I got going on, or if that's exactly what I need is a partner in crime, someone to say they actually love me, because I need that to be. I don't know. I'm completely conflicted, and I think that's why my music, it's like I make these stories like that French in Hell, where it comes from my life, but, I'm writing a story essentially to try to help myself figure out the problem, because I don't know.
And ultimately, it's helping like everybody else, because, like I said, I think I can relate to that as well, or even like other girls or women or ladies or whatever, they can also relate to it, because, like I said, in this generation, we go through something and you're either scared of it, or, you just don't want to deal with it. And then here, I guess in this situation, you're dealing with somebody, and it's like you're turned off by all the stuff that's supposed to be, supposed to
good
turn
stuff.
you on, like it's supposed to be like, oh, I love you, and it's like, nah, like, get away.
Because with that particular point and that person, I was at a point where I felt like you're supposed to be rough with everything. Like, I'm already rough. I'm already out here hustling. I'm grinding. I'm trying to make money. I got to get on the train. I got to get on the bus. Da 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 da. So everything's rough. And then you're like holding my hand. You're trying to like pull nice on my hair. Like, wait, no, like be rude, be rough. Like, isn't that what it's supposed to be? Like, I'm in this thing together. Like, it's such a conflict for me. I really am a difficult person, and I know that. And I think it's just me being an artist, me being a Gemini, me being the oldest of a bunch of kids. It's like you're just all this pressure all the time. You put yourself in certain positions where you don't know when that person is right for you. Are they really? Or is there going to be something else? What if? That's the question that's always in my head. It's like, what if? When am I going to get to the point where someone just like blows me out the water?
Do you think that you'll never allow yourself to truly be happy because you'll always be concerned about a what if?
That's what scares me. I don't know. I'm at a point where I'm trying to teach myself to like calm down, like relax, don't do the normal, don't send that emoji. You know what I mean? Like, don't be on the Instagram, don't follow. But then at the same time, I'm like, I want to. I'm a girl. What else am I supposed to do? Like, I'm all over the place. So I think it's just being young. It's like hard.
This is going to make the hot topping so interesting.
No,
I'm
and-
excited.
No, it's true, because like, guys, I guess speaking of all this, like you said, our generation, it's so difficult. Like, when do you say it's okay? And like, who are you treating right and who are you treating wrong? Who are you questioning that you shouldn't be questioning, and who are you, so it's like, it's just all
It's
a big old
oversaturated.
mess.
We got like everything at one time, all the time coming at us, and we are supposed to make the right decision. It's like, huh?
Yeah.
Duh, we're going to go through 5 different divorces because I'm getting 9 different men thrown at me, and I pick 2, and I got to decide on one. It's like, huh?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know.
That just made you sound like you like polygamy.
nah, I'm saying.
Oh, she might be on a show somewhere in a couple of years.
Why do I gotta do the one though?
Why I gotta choose one? I got 9 options. I'm taking 4.
It's like, I'll take you this day, this day, this day. Yeah, for sure.
So you dropped High Grade, which was awesome. Then you dropped Half Baked, which was more amazing. What are you dropping next?
Ooh,
Fully Loaded.
Oh, hey, I like that. Might use that. Fully Loaded. That's funny.
I'll take 10% of all sales. Thank you very much.
Got you. No, I'm actually getting back into band work now. So I'm going to be doing a lot more things with like the band that I used to work with previously a couple years back. And we're starting to, get together, rehearsing that stuff. I'm definitely working on another project. I'll be working with Willie B, the producer who did stuff for TDE, that kind of stuff. We're doing a project at the top of the year together. So that'll be a cool like mixtape that we're going to do. My next project album myself will be coming out fairly like the end of spring, right before the summer. So
Cool.
Your performances as well, right? You're like performing a lot, I've noticed, and like
I'm the residency host now and a performer at the Zanzibar in Santa Monica every other Sunday. It's a pretty awesome event. Like they just had Homegrown Radio Experience was there. I'm not last week, but the weekend before, and I mean it was packed. They had everybody. Il Camille. It was like Curtis King. They had a cipher going. It was a lot of fun. So. Yeah, I'm trying to lock down a home out here in LA so that you can always find me here in LA, and then like I still have my regular life out there, and then we'll just be doing the commute back and forth thing for now. So
okay.
Yeah.
No, that's really dope. That's really exciting. What's the one thing that you like, or I guess that you like about performing, or is there something that?
The one thing, there's a million, but the one real thing I think I really like about performing is when like there's that point where you as a performer can hear the audience singing back to you, even though like the speakers are loud and stuff like that. When you actually hear somebody else singing the words that you like wrote, recorded, and you're singing to them, and they know it word for word, and they're like right there with you, that's like phenomenal.
That's
like
so
it's the best
exciting.
feeling, I'm not even gonna lie. And the last Zanzibar show, it was a lot of friends from the Inland Empire came out to LA, and that traveling back and forth thing, like we'll come this way, y'all come that way, everybody comes back and forth, but they came and they showed up and they were just all right there in the front, and those are all the faces that I saw. So that was awesome. It was cool.
That's so exciting. That's when, you guys have to check her out, because that's when I first heard your music was live, so was watching you. So
yeah,
that
live
was
is
really
a lot.
dope.
This is a lot of fun. I enjoy live performances more than I do the studio, because the studio I feel like you're kind of in a box and you just throw a lot of pressure to get that note out right there. When live you could just like kill it. You know what I mean? Like everybody turn up with you.
That's exciting.
Nice. Okay, well, we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we got more with Miss Mickey Taylor. Plus, we got our hot topic of the night.
That's exciting.
And you got more with the lovely, beautiful, amazing, talented Miriam.
Jennifer.
Swerve.
Jennifer.
Make sure you guys check us out every Tuesday night at 8 o'clock. Your girls.
Sophie and Gio.
Holla.
Position with persistence, consistent with the flow. Nigga, we twisting up the draw. In this life of sin, through the highs and lows, trials and tribulations, you know how it go. I pray you niggas maintain. I pray you niggas maintain. Yeah, cause when shit get all bad and you watch the game change, fuck the bullshit, it's time to maintain. You gotta maintain.
Gladly do the snappy on my nappy and the razor wear education, they can try to clap me. I ain't a killer, but for Skrilla it gets nasty. Pop up on the wrong night, get popped like mad acne. It ain't no coming home for you, homie. It's phony, fucking with these rhymes over time will turn you phony. I see niggas making money, becoming dealers. Dealer pound the squillers, then give the beats out until he dealer. It gets more realer for real. Niggas will take your life, it won't even get life for the steal. And if you grill, the grill gets forming. Blow out your funds and leave it as you want it. For informants out for like a dormant. Ain't kidding, can't take the heat, get out the kitchen. It's things for soft guys like you, like knitting mittens, kissing kittens, stitching snitches, whispering this is steady. Wish you had my bitches and my riches. Punk niggas.
Play my position with persistence, consistent with the flow. Nigga, we twisting up the draw. In this life of sin, through the highs and lows, trials and tribulations, you know how it goes.
What I'm gonna do with Erykah Badu, I'm gonna have some fun. What do you consider fun? Fun, natural fun.
I said, what I'm gonna do with my man Busta Rhymes? I'm gonna have some fun. What do you consider fun? Fun, natural fun.
Busta Rhymes, Erykah Badu, y'all, just one. One love, everybody, just one. Well, as I universally greet the whole entire world and focus on the energy that'll make your skin curl. The one strategy, the one universal plan, the master blueprint, one survival for all man. I, self-Lord, am so divine. When me and my woman coincide as one mind. Bear witness, one respect, one culture, one way of thinking, one vision, making a one decision, a one way of living. Common destiny amongst all, one understanding amongst me and my woman, so that we can't fall and keep moving forward based on actual facts. Yes, y'all, my beautiful Mother Earth, respected to the max. Can't mix, dilute, or tamper with us no more. We on the highest form of emotion, holy, sacred, and pure. And what's mine is yours, especially if we move in the same direction just for one common cause. Just one opportunity to handle our biz. Just one mind state so we can equally live. Just one. You know we only have one life to live. Just one. Come together as one.
One family, one little kiss now, one entirety. I let us all uplift now.
Talk to me, baby.
I found you, then I found me.
What?
I gave you tea.
That's right, girl.
You shared degree.
Oh yes, love.
A family.
One family, baby.
Is what we be.
Yeah.
So plant your seed.
Right. Hey yo, I know my woman's love for me, the way she cherish me, fulfill my every appetite with the God degree, always inspire my encouragement, the right amount of nourishment, secure enough so I don't have to ask her where my loving went. When times is hopeless, sometimes I had to focus on the priceless moments, when my wisdom body wouldn't notice, cause you're my everything, what's mine will be yours, moving in the same direction just for one common cause, just one opportunity to handle our biz, just one mind state so we can equally live, just one, you know we only have one life to live, just one, let's come together as one.
One family, one little kiss now, one entirety. So let us all uplift now. As my sunlight, I bear witness to you. Being the foundation, you can come home and watch the babies too.
The one way we agree on how to follow tradition.
This one family coming first, play your position. You make the sacrifices, I make the same too.
From all the struggle
that I see, that's why my love is for you.
You always hold it down for me, so I'ma hold it for you. And watch the babies while you secure the food to come through.
Now don't you let my ambition make you feel like competition. We should both play a role in our whole living condition.
True indeed.
I know you symbolize the strength inside the family. Then show me you can handle womanly responsibility.
Not a problem, I know you hold me down when I fall on the ground. But make sure when you bring the food home, there's enough to go round.
And because you are my everything, what's mine is yours. Moving in the same direction just for one common cause.
Just one opportunity to handle our biz. Just one mind state so we can equally live. Just one, you know we only have one life to live. Just one, let's come together as one.
One family, one little kiss now, one entirety. So let us all uplift now.
Keep the party going. Yeah. A lot of shit. Yeah. A lot of shit about me. Yeah. Yeah, these niggas talk a lot of shit. A lot of shit about me. Feel me? Yeah, these bitches talk a lot of shit. A lot of shit about me. Yeah, they probably say a lot of shit. A lot of shit about me. I was born in August, so I'm just gonna protect you. He left you in the garbage, he don't even respect you. I didn't go my hardest, cause I don't wanna sweat you. I caught her in the Target, just walking out the restroom. Her hair in the bun, them some nice shoes. You looking like something that a nigga might do. Album finna drop, we on that Vice too. Them niggas from the H got you on that Sprite too. Daytime lights every time I slide through. So how you sign Dime, nigga? Dime will sign you. Don't do that.
OPM thought you knew that. Jay Fresh got some bitches, he calling me like, where you at? Tell him we on the way with bottles, weed, condiments, out toys, fucking Red Bulls, all kind of shit. Might fall asleep on you though, no promises. I gotta be up at 6.
And you are back live with your girls, Forbidden Gems, every Tuesday night at 8 o'clock with the lovely, beautiful, talented Swerve Marion.
And Jen is on the mic.
And we got the beautiful... Try
Hi,
again.
everybody.
And we
Hi,
got
everybody.
the beautiful... Are you done? John?
Hi, everybody.
John.
Notice I'm like trying to like speak very like on a high-pitched voice. Anyway, Nikki.
I was trying to introduce you, but you saw that. The hate was real.
Mickey was just like looking at us crazy like, what the hell? I think I'm about to leave right now.
Show's over for me. I'm taking my peeps and I'm out.
All right. So we are back with like the hottest segment.
Like the totally.
Like the hottest segment.
Have you been in the valley today?
You know, I'm going to the valley, so I have to like
Get prepared. Huh?
have to prep for the
Throwing
valley
all your
boys.
goddamn
So, like,
mics
we're
in
like
there.
totally gonna like have that
Swerve.
topic.
So the hot topic of the night. Swerve. Are social sites ruining relationships? Now, based off your answers from earlier, I thought this was going to be pretty dope now. So people take social sites nowadays extremely, extremely serious. If you don't claim your girlfriend on Instagram, you guys aren't together. Your side chick claims you before your actual girlfriend does. If your Facebook status is not in a relationship, you guys are not really together.
What emojis do you send?
What
that's like
emojis?
inappropriate or not appropriate? You know, just all that stuff. So I guess we can start off like, does it actually affect it or like ruin relationships?
How do you feel like relationships in the social media world, being exposed in the social media world?
I think it's inevitable. I don't agree with it because I do feel like there should be some kind of privacy to you committing to a person, but I think the way that everything is now, it's so social media attached that you don't have a choice. Like, it's inevitable. Like, your business is going to be out there because you're more than likely going to put it out there. You want to show people that.
Let's say you put it out there, right? Because we jump the gun fast.
Okay.
So let's say you put it out there. Me and my boo, breakfast, Fruit of Loops, he be cooking. All that good stuff.
He be cooking.
All that fun stuff. But he does.
He's a great chef. He
My
does all
baby
the
get
pink ones.
down. Breakfast in bed. It'll be like Fruit Loops, like for real. For real.
Not even the
And it's in a
O's.
fucking butter bowl.
The rainbow O's.
Like an old school butter bowl. He don't
It's
love
just
you.
Like the bowl and the seat.
How would you feel if, once again, we jumped the gun? So if you put it out there, but he's not doing it in return to you, relationships break because of this, honestly. You're putting it out there. You're like, oh, my boo, breakfast in bed, Fruit Loops, egg whites, all that fun stuff. Dinners, all that. But he's not putting nothing. He comes on there and he likes what you tag him on. But he's not giving you that type of attention back. Do you feel like that takes a certain toll or insecurity on your relationship?
Nah. No, I don't think so. Not for me. I think I would be putting it out there because I just want everyone to know that I'm in love or this is who I'm with or blah, 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 blah. He can decide to reciprocate or not because he's still coming home, so I'm not really worried about Instagram like that. You know what I mean? But it does mess up relationships because I have homegirls whose relationships have been tarnished because they feel like their man's not giving them enough attention on their Instagram, and then other girls are liking his pictures and
starting other stuff or even like sending the kissy emojis and
In
it's
the
like,
comments.
who the hell is this
Look,
guy?
emojis can really get the side chick fucked up.
Oh, yeah.
Like those hearts, the winky faces. No, you're not allowed emojis. Actually, you're only allowed a thumbs up. Like, this is Facebook.
Yes.
That's the only thing that you can put on my man's
Even
picture.
the
is a
smiley
thumbs
face.
up.
Even the smiley face, I'm offended.
Yeah, no. What are you smiling about? This is not yours.
There shouldn't be any reason why you're making her
I
smile
need
that
you to
hard.
like and scroll. Why she got to smile that big? What'd you do to her? That's the next question your girl gonna ask you.
Yeah.
Why'd you smile that big?
Do you ever get curious? I mean, do you ever think that? I mean, I think it's like in our nature as like women, like to kind of, figure out like what the deal is, because I feel like even with us, you see the guys going on our Instagram or like sending little emojis and sending little things, and they'll just go hard and, or whatever the case may be. It's like, and there's a reason for it. So it's almost weird for us to not ask any questions when other girls are doing that to them, right?
I can agree. I can definitely see where you're coming from. I think also because I'm around a lot of guys on the regular that I get it. Like, I get both sides. I think for a female, it's kind of like research. we don't know who we're going to be spending our time with. So yeah, I'm going to look up what you're doing on your time, so I know what I'm about to be doing if I decide to spend my time, you know? For men, it's a little different. It's like, you know, hey, WCW, she had a nice booty, you know what I mean? It's not like I like her and I want to take her home. It's more so like, I just like the way she took this picture. I think for us as women, we look into the picture. He's taking it where, oh, well, look at the way his hand is cupped on her thigh. It's like, wait, that's not even what he's even trying to do, you know? I think it's just social media makes miscommunication visual. Like, it just brings it to light. Like, oh, you have to ask if you're really on it like that. You would have to ask him, like, what's the deal?
Do you think it's healthier to not be on each other's social sites, whether it be Instagram, Facebook, Twitter? Do you think it's healthier just to stay separate?
Ooh, that's hard. Yes and no. Yes and no. I don't think it's healthier. No, I don't think it's healthier. I think if anything, it might make it a little worse and unhealthy.
You're gonna drive yourself crazy.
Yeah,
trying to figure
because
out what the
now
hell's
you
going
know
on.
that exists out there, and there's people that are trolling on him, and it's like, wait a minute, you know, I can't look. So I mean, that could come into play. So yeah, I don't think it's gonna. I think it'd make it more unhealthy if you didn't have it.
Jennifer, what do you think about social sites ruining relationships?
I think it does. And it's just crazy because, like, I think now more than ever. I think before it wasn't even that big of a deal, because like I was just explaining earlier, like I was in a long-term relationship before, and I never posted any pictures of him at all. Nobody knew anything like that because it was that private to me, like it was that special to me. And we lasted for a long time. I thought I was gonna marry the guy, you know. So after that, like, it was just a, you know, I don't know. I think that now if I was to do that, maybe the guy would get offended. I don't know.
Do you think that's because now so many relationships start off social sites?
That's another
everybody
thing,
getting
too.
married and engaged started their relationship off Twitter flirting and Instagram flirting.
straight
Every
up.
relationship
Or
that has
POF.
started in the last 2 years has started off a social site.
But you see, that's how you know how people take that people do take their whatever social network seriously, because otherwise if it was just a smiley face and that big of a deal, then you wouldn't even be calling the person up right now. Like, so it almost kind of makes us, it kind of validates our point as far as like, who is this person and why are you like sending
I
pictures
think
or,
we
you
live
know, emojis
two
or
lives
whatever.
now as our generation. We live the life that we actually have with our friends that we actually see, and then we live the life that we have on social media. I don't know, 15 followers, 1,500 followers. I don't know you, but that's what I have to know. You have to know me on that social site.
Yeah.
So I think we have to live two lives regardless, and that's when you don't have that balance with that person where you can just, this is work or this is not work or this is my social media sites and it's just Instagram. If you had that, then the relationship would be fine. I think it's all about person-to-person communication. I think.
Yeah.
Or you're doomed from the beginning. Like.
So it's just like that
regardless of the
initial like
picture.
trust situation, communication, right? No.
No, I'm saying if it even exists anymore, because like I said, I told you, I'm conflicted with relationships
I
too.
think trust is very hard, and even harder now because of social sites. I think it's hard because you can get away with so much and not know about it. Like, you can do a lot. You can cheat on him left and right and erase it before he even makes it home from work, and he would
Yeah.
have no idea, as he can do the same to you. So I think it just, building trust and building that foundation of loyalty and trust just becomes even harder. I find myself in that situation where I'll be like with somebody, and then I'll see a couple things, I'll be like, let me take 10 steps back. You might not be what I thought you were. And it's really just based off of their actions off of Instagram. I mean, I don't pay attention to Twitter like that, so my thing is Instagram. So if I see some stuff, I'll be like, I will really back away from somebody because of Instagram.
And that's another thing. Like, now you have to catch up to Twitter, Instagram, Facebook.
I don't really do Twitter anymore. My Twitter is
But-
so dead. I'm like Instagram.
but
Like, I feel like
because-
everyone's Instagram.
Okay, but because he knows that you're not Instagram, then he's gonna go on Twitter and probably do some other shit. You know what I mean? On there, it's almost, that's on a weird
At
thing
that
too.
point, it ain't gonna matter. I already dismissed you. You can do whatever the hell you want to do.
I think it's just messed up. I don't know how we're really gonna get to the point where we can actually meet people and be in legitimate, like, trustworthy, fulfilled relationships, because there's too many things that like interject, and we all want too many things. Like, you want that T-shirt, you want those shoes from any brand. It's the same way with men or women. You see one, what if this one's better?
Yeah.
So because we have those options, it's like, that's where the trust is. We don't have self-control, like.
I like how you said that. We don't have self-control. I think it's also kind of, that comes with a lack of knowing yourself too. So you kind of have to like know who you are as a person and what's really gonna make you like satisfied.
Yeah,
you know?
like I agree with how she said if she was like, I see somebody on Instagram and I don't like his actions, I'm backing up. I get that. That's a representation that you're putting out there to all these followers, and it's like, if I'm gonna be affiliated with you, this look is what he's doing. I get that, but at the same time, he doesn't care. You know what I mean? Because he's like, this is my social media, so he doesn't even look at it the way.
Well, how do you feel about when you start tripping and his reaction is it's just Instagram?
Does that piss you off? I've done that before.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna lie.
yeah and no. This would be a definite 50-50 for me, because yes, I would be like annoyed at the fact that it's like you don't even take into consideration like what people are looking and viewing you as, but at the same time it's like, girl, it's freaking app, like it's Instagram, like stop tripping, you know what I mean?
Jennifer, how do you feel?
I mean, I kind of agree. I think it kind of because I normally come off from it's just that, like, it's really not that serious. That's my initial reaction, but then it's like it also depends on how much it matters to that person. So if it didn't really matter to you, then it doesn't matter to me. If it matters to you, then it's gonna definitely matter to me.
Fair enough.
I don't know. How do you feel about it?
Yeah.
You're like, I'm backing
Inquiring
out.
minds want to know.
I'm like, I can't give you all my secrets. All my Instagram boots are gonna disappear.
I don't know. So I just think that, you know, I think with that in itself, like even with people, like once you kind of get to know yourself, get to know the person, and with that comes growth. And I don't know. I think that people really need to grow up.
Here's something interesting that I saw the other day. A post that said, would you give up every social network? Now consider your careers, consider how much that matters to you, consider things that you're doing and how much you actually need social sites nowadays. Would you give up every social site that you have for a healthy relationship?
Damn, that's hard. It's only because your career.
There's like
you know what I
complete.
mean?
Everyone in this room is shaking their heads like, I don't know about all that.
I know.
My
everybody
hoes
says,
are kind of bomb
notice,
on there.
Notice that we have like nothing but men in the room right now, and they just all stay quiet like, hell no, hell no. I need my options. I don't know. I think because it's so valuable. I think that's one of the things, like love, and that is one of the things that it's almost what we live for. I think it's almost like the purpose of our existence in a way. And I know I'm probably going extra with it, but you know, like people want that love and they want that trust. And I think that's what ultimately fulfills you and makes you happy at the very end, despite of everything. So that's why I think it's harder for us to kind of debate that. Guys are more like, she got a big booty.
Yeah.
See all that ass on Instagram? I ain't going nowhere.
I can miss out on all of that.
Man, yeah, I think for me, my heart of hearts would say, duh, healthy relationship, because every woman wants that. Every woman lives for that. I'm not gonna deny myself for that, but I mean, I have to make money.
Yeah.
Like, I have to live. I have to progress. I have to continue doing what I love to do, because that's not coming right now, so I don't know.
Yeah.
Would you give it up?
I mean, yeah. You know, it's funny because, like, right now in the place that I am, I'm like, no, I wouldn't give it up. But I think that it also depends on the situation. I would be lying to say, yeah, like, I would never give it up. I can't.
You guys are nice. My answer would be hell no. Better go somewhere with that bullshit. I'm keeping my goddamn Instagram.
I respect it.
Everybody's like, yeah, Mario. Woo, they're like ready to clap right now.
Right? Or you're like, I just want to be loved.
I know, like, we just want, like, to be happy.
Turn their mics off. Let me tell you the real shit. Let me tell you life.
Do it.
I know, I'm like, break it down.
Okay, we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we're going to wrap up the show. We still got a little bit of Mickey Taylor left. Got a little bit of Jennifer left, too. And a whole lot of Miriam. Make sure you guys check us out every Tuesday night at 8 o'clock. Your girls. Holla.
This is how it all goes. True love, nobody knows the real deal. The real deal. And love lost is how it all goes. Can't get back cause nobody knows the real deal. The real deal. The real deal. I say I'm married to my music, you say why? I say I'd rather have my music, you say why? You be playing all the same games, saying all the same things, pulling on my heartstrings, whacked out mind frame, hugging bubble shit, all lovey-dovey shit, I'm on some other shit, no time for other shit, playing all the same games, saying all the same things, pulling on my heartstrings, whacked out mind frame. You said you never leave me, so I make you leave me. You said we never part, we was dead from start. All the same games, all the same things, on my heartstrings, whacked out mind frame. This is how it all goes. True love, nobody knows the real deal. The real deal. And love lost is how it all goes. Can't get back cause nobody knows the real deal. The real deal. The real deal. I'm from a generation where love is wasted. Something so basic, just filled with hatred. And all the same games, all the same things. On my heartstrings, whacked out mind frame. See my parents part, they was lost from start. No motto to make it, my love was wasted. All the same games, all the same things. On my heartstrings, whacked out mind frame. This is how it all goes. True love, nobody knows the real deal. The real deal. And love lost is how it all goes. Can't look
And we are
back.
back Forbidden Tuesdays every Tuesday night.
Damn,
at
I
8
didn't see
p.m.
that countdown at all.
on LA Talk Live. That was Miriam.
So we left, right, for like half a second. And all the guys in here walked away as soon as we went on break, shaking their heads like, hell no, we ain't going nowhere. Instagram staying. So we're going to bring two guys on air with us.
The lovely Dane, as usual.
Hi, Dane.
Cool. What's going on, Miriam?
And then we have
Why Miriam? She's the lovely to you, not me. And then we have Des on the mic.
How's
Des.
it going, world?
Desi?
What up,
Des.
what up?
Did I say that right?
Des.
Des.
Easy, whatever's
Okay.
comfortable.
Hey. Okay, so
I know. That's what she said.
that's what he said. Dane, stop.
I'm
You're
sorry,
throwing
I'm
me off
looking-
track. You're a perv. Okay, so Dane, would you delete your Instagram for a healthy relationship? And if yes or no, and then why?
Well, nah, not the current ones I got. They all business. So, there's no point. It's not bothering you. It shouldn't bother you.
You don't have one that's just like your personal Instagram that you post selfies and.
I wouldn't have none of this stuff. If I
Oh my
wasn't
god, is
doing
that
all
weird to
that.
ask a man if he posts selfies? Okay, sorry.
That's not the norm.
Okay, do you have a personal Instagram?
Lord.
I put personal everything.
Okay, so if your girl, you guys are in a committed relationship, you guys are both in love, it's going great, but she just tells you, yo, I just can't handle your Instagram no more. I get it, they're just groupies, but it's just not working for me no more. You either delete this shit or I go my separate way.
I can delete the Instagram. I can delete the social media.
Oh my God, I was
can
not
do that.
expecting that.
I
But
wasn't. Oh shit.
they are useful. I mean, they're useful. Some are entertaining, and then some is just like random. Everybody's doing it. That's default. So it's like the Facebooks. If everybody on the family have it, so that's to keep in contact with everybody. But the Twitter and the Instagram. Get rid
So
of
you'd be willing to?
That's a beautiful
Wait, can I
thing.
ask you a personal question? Can I ask you your age?
I'm 28.
Oh.
Does it come with maturity, maybe?
Does it come with? Do you think that comes with age and maturity then?
Yeah, it's the
Is
maturity.
anyone in here younger than 28? Would you delete your Instagram? How old are you? How old are you? How old is he?
26.
He said
He said
26
no?
and hell no. So like in 2 more years,
2 more years.
you'll be set for a relationship.
All right, ladies. So 28 and older, you can
28
start
and older.
getting things serious.
They wanna
Anything
commit.
before then,
What's even serious on the social media for me to keep it? It means the relationship is more serious.
Well, it depends on what your business background is. Like,
True.
well, I don't know what your business background is, but like per se, being an artist or having a radio show or being whatever, you kind of need that. That's your fan base. That's what's putting the money in your pocket. Love doesn't pay the gas bill or the rent or anything else. So,
Hello.
so you got to also put that into perspective. Like, why can't she understand what your career choice is?
the thing about that is that if he, if she or whoever you're with, they should understand like what that is used for. But if it's not going to affect your money or financially or any of that, then like that shouldn't be a problem. Like, okay, you know what I mean? Like if I
True.
know, if he tells me that and he's like, it's okay, like I got you, or you know what I mean? I'll be like, all right, bye. No,
He said he gonna pay my
No.
rent. I deleted this shit hella quick. That's basically what she just
I was like, you
said.
got that? Okay.
This shit was deleted. Nikki Taylor, do you want to shout out any of your music pages? Anything people can follow you on your next shows? Anything you'd like anyone in the world to know?
MickeyTaylor.bandcamp.com. It's Mickey like Mickey Mouse, Taylor with an E instead of a Y. .bandcamp.com. There's like 6 albums on there. Check it out. Download it. It's all free to a certain extent. I'll be at the Zanzibar every other Sunday. You can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr, all of that. MickeyTaylor.com is coming soon. We'll have the high-grade clothing and whatnot, so be ready.
Clothing. That's exciting.
Yes.
Ooh. Are you bringing us some?
Most definitely. You guys will get me
everyone
back
says
and
that.
we come back on, we exchange. It's all good.
It's a
Okay.
wrap.
Carry on.
All right, thank you guys for tuning in. Forbidden Tuesdays every Tuesday night, 8 p.m. on LA Talk Live, and that's Pacific Standard Time. All you East Coasters, good night. It's about to hit midnight. Turn up.
Make sure you guys check us out next Tuesday night, 8 p.m. Same place, same time, same fine ass Miriam. Bye.
Nobody cares. Turn off her mic.
You said I love you and you blew my high.